They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
From the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
58, come on. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. 58.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's got Burton here. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
At the 25-yard line.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyree Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Colts 0. Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is...
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The sack by Robert Quinn. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they want...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Quinn dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's going to go down again. Roquan Smith. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
The Bears have to be excited about the rookie out of Notre Dame, Cole Kmet, a Chicago native. He actually selected number 85 in recognition of the Bears' 1985 NFL championship team, the Super Bowl champs. And by the way, his dad was on the Bears practice squad at one point. So this kid falls right in line. I love his athletic ability. He'll learn from the veteran Jimmy Graham. And last year, the Bears tight ends, J.P. Holtz, he led the team in receiving 91 yards from the tight end position.
A good gain again. And that's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Colts nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Looking deep for Hilton. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out?
Cordero Patterson, touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
56, Mike, 56 right there.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 27, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
T.Y. Hilton.
Hilton's first catch, good for a first down.
And the Colts first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The tackle made by Robert Quinn. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake, Brissett.
40-yard line.
He's got Jack Doyle.
Brissett's pass.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. On 3rd down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jackson dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Darnell Mooney.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. At the flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He was brought down by Buster Screen. It's a gain of a yard. And
we're set from the gun on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Switch. Hey, kill. Check. 59. Bring it.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Fighting Hilton on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, check.
Brissett sets to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And they're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, we got 3 out.
From the gun, Jackson lets it go for Nelson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Corey Willis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10. At their
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. Maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup, Rivers. Flushed out right. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's got this down to the 35.
The ball carrier.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Intercepted.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Taylor, the ball
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
down at the 37.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
At the Bears' 33-yard line.
56. Load it. Load it. He's checking.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
First down, Rivers. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
A loss of 9.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
He was taken down by...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He completes this one to Mack. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
At the Bears' 5-yard line.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
To
Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
The extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now down to 20. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Patterson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, Jackson. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd down, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to Mooney. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
The 33-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 23. 11 yards there, 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Roquan Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 3rd down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about